A lot of us go to psychics, but what if you could actually access anything that a psychic could if you really truly desired on your own? And this is what I'm really passionate about, is educating you that you actually hold the power for your own healing, that you hold the power for your own information. A lot of times we like to outsource it. Sometimes we need a little bit of help, and that's okay. We like to be validated in what we might already know, but I want to give you the permission that you don't need to outsource your healing. You don't need to outsource to a psychic about your future. If you like it, great, but you don't have to do it. You can actually go into the Akashic Records and you can access information. I've done this many, many times, and I'm going to share with you exactly how I do it, which may be a little different than someone else, and how you can do it too. So first things first, you want to clear your body. I always say this because you want to cleanse. Like if you were to go into the holiest temple that you thought was the holiest temple, would you go in dirty? Probably not. If you thought you were going to go meet the most important person in the world, would you go to them not looking your best? Probably not. You would probably get ready like you're going on an amazing date. So I like to go into the Akashic Records with that in mind. I like to make sure I'm clean. I have natural oils on my skin so that you can cleanse your body and really feel aligned and feel into your sensuality. I also like to clean my insides out. So doing some breath work, so breathing, so that you can do a slight breath work to just clear out any residual emotions or toxins and just prepare yourself. I also like to come with one question. So this is a question, and I would try to make it as exact as possible. It might be, show me this trauma that might have happened because it's showing up in this present life. Or it might be that you're like, hey, I would really like to know if I should take this job, or should I marry or date this individual? Or it can be any question, but you're going to want to think of a question. And so that's the first step, okay, is really cleansing, setting the intention, and making sure you have a question. And then understanding that what you're going to do is you're going to go into a meditation, and I'm going to take you through this. But first we want to do somewhat of a prayer. It's a prayer of asking, it's a prayer of offering, because you never want to use this information for ill will on anyone else. You don't want to use this information to gain power over somebody else. For example, let's just say you really like somebody and you're like, I want us to be together forever. Well, you don't want to be together forever with them if they're not meant for you on a soul level, or it was divine for you. That's your ego that wants that, right? So when you're accessing the Akashic Records, you're recognizing that the ego has to go here and you're going into some soul alignment. So you would never want to control or manipulate a situation, because maybe it's not in a soul alignment that this person wants to be with you, right? So you can't will them to want to be with you. Or you're like, I want this particular thing in my life. You can ask about it, but it's like not willing something. Does that make sense? Where you're trying to make it your agenda at the cost of anyone else. So the Akashic Records are in favor of everyone, even someone you might call your enemy. So you're going to offer a prayer, and the prayer is really saying, hey, thank you so much for allowing me to visit, to see beyond this realm. Thank you so much for showing me this information. And it's also saying, please allow me to be so cleansed and so in alignment that I am not going to use this information for any ill will against anyone else, that I will want the highest for everyone else, and that I will use this information for the highest good for all. Okay, so this is that prayer.